Hey, welcome, chat. How are you guys doing? Hey, Fractured, I see you in the chat there. I think I fixed the Rumble issue, so any chats on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Kick should all show up now. Still having issues with Twitter though, but nobody's on Twitter. Hopefully you see your chat pop in if you do type on Rumble now. So today's stream is going to be a little bit short. I actually have to be somewhere in 3 hours from now, so what I figured we'd do is just play a really fun game, but it turns out that there is a little bit of news we can react to before we kick off. So how about a chat? How about we do a little tiny bit of reaction, and then we will jump into some Samurai Jack. Sergey, what's up, buddy? All right, let me pull up some news articles. There are some quick news articles I figured we'd go through, and that'll take maybe 5-10 minutes, and then we'll kick off the game. And it's a really fun game, at least if you're a fan of Cartoon Network in like the mid 2000s. I think you'll love it. But first off, the news. So, as you've probably heard by now, had some celebrities pass away this week. Pretty big celebrities. First off, Ozzy Osbourne passed away on, was that Tuesday, I think? So, you know, I mean, of course you know Ozzy Osbourne, but, you know, if you don't, he was the original lead singer of Black Sabbath. And, yeah, one of the most iconic heavy metal guys. So, you know, hopefully, yeah, it's kind of crazy because it was just like he did a final Black Sabbath reunion / farewell concert a couple weeks ago, and then I don't know, who knows? Maybe he knew his time was coming, and he just did that and then passed on. Who knows? But it's crazy. He was yeah, he did some great songs. Of course, yeah, we know he was Black Sabbath, and then he left, and he went off on his own. Meanwhile, he was replaced by Ronnie James Dio, who ended up, yeah, who was also pretty huge, but he passed away a long time ago. And then, oh, okay, I didn't realize his name was John Michael Osborne. I guess that makes sense. Ozzy's probably just came out of Osborne. Yeah, so there's that. I know one of the cooler things he did was he was in the game Brutal Legend. So if you remember Brutal Legend, he played the Guardian of Metal. That's what he is. So in Brutal Legend, he is the Guardian of Metal, and it's a relatively small role, but basically he's just like the shopkeeper in the game. So you buy like upgrades for the weapons and your car and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's kind of a cameo, but a little more than a cameo. Yeah, exactly. Fractured. It was Brutal Legend was an interesting game. The RTS, the real time strategy stuff was weird, and that honestly that is the hardest part of the game. The rest of the game is pretty easy. I think if they, I think if they tightened up the RTS part of it, it would be a lot more fun. Because the RTS stuff isn't bad. It's just it kind of drags on after a while. And the last one or two battles can get really ridiculously hard. Always enjoy. Yeah, yeah, it's fun to just like bug Ozzy in the game because he's like, he just gets annoyed. Yeah, let's see, greetings. Oh, yeah. Every time you come back, there's another fucking scratch on that beautiful car. After a brief silence, what is it? You look fucking terrible. Yeah, that's great. The Guardian of Metal welcomes you. The Guardian of Metal welcomes you again. You have interrupted the Guardian of Metal's nap. That's great. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll play a bit of it on the channel someday. Yeah, that was fun. Um, so yeah, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne passed, and then let's see anything else in here. You know what? I hate the way these articles are always laid out. Parkinson's diagnosis. Well, what on earth is this? Prince of Darkness. Anything else to talk about here? Not really. Yeah, but I guess that's pretty much the end of Black Sabbath. Although, hey, Jerry, what is up, man? Thank you for coming. Just talking about. Yeah, we'll get to it, Jerry. You'll see why he was on screen, but yeah. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, so Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Talking about that. I was saying, yeah. So that's probably the end of Black Sabbath, but you know, you never know, because I believe Jack Black was at the reunion concert and he sang some songs, so you never know. We might see Jack Black Sabbath. We know our friend Melee James will be really excited for that. Everyone loves Jack Black, especially James. In fact, he's going to have to love Jack Black Sabbath because he has to play that in one of the Melee music streams coming up. You're welcome. So second is, oh yeah, Fractured. Oh yeah, I forget. I don't even remember which song it was, but it was just some. I think it was just some Black Sabbath song that Jack Black covered. Yeah, Sergey. Yeah, but you know, I still find his antics entertaining. So, and I do think he's a good singer. I do like his music, and I did love him in Brutal Legend and some of the movies he's done. Yep, Jerry. So next up is Hulk Hogan, who is celebrity number 2, passed away, or at least his passing was confirmed today. So, yeah, I've been meaning to watch Pick of Destiny at some point. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fix this. God, I hate these layouts. Yeah, so Hulk Hogan passed away. Oh yeah, well, did they say what Ozzy Osbourne's cause of death was? Died just me, blah 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 blah. No, it doesn't say anything. Underwent spinal surgery. So you know what? Let me look it up. Ozzy Osbourne cause of death. Okay, it hasn't been. Nobody said anything yet. Okay, so so Hulk Hogan. Okay, Hulk Hogan's. We know they said pretty clearly a cardiac arrest, so heart attack. Yeah, I'm sure the Parkinson's and drugs and all that probably played into it, Sergey. But you know, they haven't told us officially. But in Hulk Hogan's case, they've at least said cardiac arrest. So yeah, Fractured, Tenacious D tracks are great. Brutal Legend, man, just oversaturated with Jack Black. Yeah, I get you, Fractured. Yeah, I do get that. Jack Black was kind of everywhere. Jerry, I think he struggled to stay alive. Then after the gig, probably took one for the road. Who? Ozzy Osbourne? Could be. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe he kind of figured his time was coming. Ozzy Osbourne, that is, and then he just kind of, they did the final concert, and then he's like, okay, I can just go now, and then he let himself go. Yeah. I wasn't expecting Hulk Hogan to pass away because he was like, you don't usually expect someone who's like super in shape like that to pass away, but yeah, I guess with all the stuff that wrestlers go through, all the surgeries fractured too. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, Hulk Hogan. Jerry, was it Ozzy that said he wanted to die on stage? But yeah, so Hulk Hogan, he passed away. I don't know if he passed away. Oh, okay, yeah, he died Thursday, so he passed away just today. Yeah, so yeah, we know Hulkmania, all that stuff. He was a huge wrestler. Okay, yeah, so yeah, okay, so Ozzy wanted to pass away on stage. Okay, well, he missed it by 2 weeks. Yeah, so yeah, we had Hulk Hogan. He was huge, huge wrestler. I'm not even a wrestling guy, and I knew who he was. Yeah, he showed up at the Republican convention. That was something. I think he ripped his shirt off. Let's see. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff he did. Yeah, he was huge. And of course, we know that he was backed by Peter Thiel of Palantir. Still don't trust that guy, but he was backed by Peter Thiel, and he sued Gawker Media for basically a leaked video of him. And he won, and basically he dropped the Hulkbuster on Gawker. So, that's pretty cool. That was great. Yeah, so he's been in a bunch of stuff. There is, oh crap, let me see if I have it. There's a great Hulk Hogan meme, a Hulk Hogan shitpost, really, that if I can find it, I want to show it to you guys just because it's so ridiculously hilarious. Let me find it. Yes, here it is. Let me copy it into our stream viewer. What was the thing? So semi-premeditated by Ozzy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Jerry. Fractured. That was the thing. Hulkmania was crazy during the 90s, even not being into wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hulk Hogan was so huge, you knew who he was in spite of everything. In spite of everything else. Let's see. Okay, didn't copy. And paste. There we go. All right. So let me just show this nice little picture here. Stream share. This is an edit of a really bad comic. I don't know if I'm not going to go look for it. But if you want to find it, the original comic is called Assigned Male by Sophie LaBelle, and Sophie LaBelle is actually a man. And Assigned Male, if you can't guess, it's a comic about a child deciding that she is a transgender. So people edit it because it's a terrible comic, and this is one of my favorite edits. So yeah. Excuse me, sir. What's your opinion on the latest scandal involving a transgender athlete playing on a women's team? WWE, brother. Oh, okay. Hulkmania. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So that is I just thought you'd enjoy that. So anyway, back to the news here. Yeah, so Hulk Hogan passed away today. So that's two big celebrities passing away. And notably, they are both celebrities with alliterative names, as you might realize. So, yeah, you got Ozzy Osbourne. Technically, I guess that's assonance because the vowels are assonance, but who cares? That's just being pedantic. So, yeah, what? Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so Ozzy Osbourne, that's O-O. You got Hulk Hogan, H-H. And you know the rule of threes, chat. Celebrities often die in threes. So you may be thinking, who might be celebrity number 3 with an alliterative name? And my vote, this is my vote right here. What do you think, chat? Can we hope for this to be rule number 3? Yeah, yeah. OOHH. Now PP. Can we get it? Can we make a PP? Can we PP chat? Let's make a PP chat. Look at that smug face. You want that smug face? You want that smug face to consume your chat? Let's vote for PP. PP for number 3. PP3 chat. PP3. Yeah, that is today's react. So that's all we got because yeah, I do have to be today does have to be a bit of a short stream. So that is it for that. Yeah. I don't want him to die. I'm tired of him being the poster boy for a movie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kidding, Sergey, of course. Yeah, but I just want him to stop being in movies that he has no business being in. And if he is going to be in the movies, to at least, like, if you're going to be Mr. Fantastic, at least shave the mustache. I mean, come on. Sergey, I would show that, but I'd probably get hit with a copyright strike. I was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe I should play some music for tribute for Ozzy Osbourne or Hulk Hogan, but that would get me hit with copyright almost immediately. Fractured. You might want him to die, knowing him and his father's back. Oh God. Oh God, Fractured. What's this rabbit hole you're about to send me down? See his Wikipedia. Okay, so he's Chilean. So let's see, early life. Not seeing anything. Not seeing any of the expected stuff. His family are. Oh, he has a sister who is an actress and transgender activist. Why are we not discussing this? Though I will say that is a surprisingly passing photo. His father was up to something and he fled back to Chile. Let's see. Yeah, see, Sergey, I'm trying not to say that because that's actually a dude. That's what I meant by passing. New York, Florida man's video has the details of it. Let's me post it. You're not going to be able to post it in the YouTube chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it looks good when you look at it, and then, you know, this is what they refer to as a trap, Sergey. Hey, Wingus Dingus. You just missed most of the react, although Fractured is sending me down a rabbit hole here. So what is going on here? So fertility doctor Jose Balmaceda Riera. Wait, so where does the Pascal? Oh, Veronica Pascal. Oh, he took his. Oh, that is funny. He took his mother's last name. I know in Spanish-speaking countries they do a thing where they like add the mother's last name to the last name. But when Pedro Pascal anglicized his name, he took his mother's last name instead of his father's. Oh, that's sad. It's like Miles Morales. That's sad. Okay. You DM'd it to me, Fractured? All right, let me see. where did you DM it? I don't see it on the Twitter. All I'm seeing are like a lot of the spam requests. Oh, on Discord. Okay. Okay, now I gotta open Discord. All right. I'll pull it up really quick. Okay, I see. Holly Weird exposed the secrets of Pedro Pascal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's a whole video, and you know what, Fractured? That might be a react for next week, because as much as I want to watch this, if I go down that rabbit hole, we are not getting to No, it's cool, Fractured. It's cool. I just wish I wish I had more time today to go through that. Okay, let me stick this on a text document maybe. If you're curious, by the way, what you're seeing on screen is a virtual machine. I thought I had bidirectional clipboard set up here, but maybe not. Um, is that it? Yeah, I shared clipboard bidirectional. Huh, it's weird. Usually I can just copy and paste right into the VM, but for some reason here I have to like do a copy paste job, or not copy paste job with this. Oh, that isn't what I wanted. With I'm gonna have to open it with Vim. Okay, you know what? I'll just open it locally and then we'll do that. I will install a text editor later. Or you know what? I can just install it now. And, all right, so you can watch the installation run, chat, while I just take a quick look at this. Okay. Oh, it's only a minute 26. Oh yeah, yeah. Then we can take a look at it. Sure. Let me pull this back up with Kate. Is the clipboard? Do I just not? Do I just like not have a clipboard on this thing? Sorry, Chad. I set this thing up so that I could do stuff, but for some reason. Okay. That's interesting. So I guess I'll just use Clipper. Yeah, so yeah, so for context, chat, what I do, since I don't want to share my real desktop, because that would be a very, very easy way to dox myself, what I did is I set up a virtual machine. So I can share the entire virtual machine because there's like no personal information on here. I don't even save any logins. But because it's like a very bare bones machine. Let me see if that worked here. So it's like a very bare bones machine, so I'm having to install like some random stuff here. Install Clipper. Let's see if that does the job. No, I don't want it to open in Ocular. Why do you keep doing that? Open it in Kate. Let's see. Yes, there we go. Finally. Whew. Sorry about that, chat. Linux.
Are you worried about?
Okay. Whew. Yeah, never go down the Linux rabbit hole, chat. You'll never come out of it. All right, let's see here. So let me play it.
About these millions of Latin migrants in the shadows living in America, and do you fear that America will become an absolutely closed country to the world?
I'm, I'm not, I'm not informed enough. I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
That's actually a fair answer, to be honest. You know, it's like someone starts asking like an actor about migrants. That is honestly a very, very safe answer, and I hate to say it, but I can actually respect that. You know, just saying, you know, I'm afraid to answer it. I don't want to answer. You know, just leave me alone. That's fair. But okay, he was investigated with a fertility clinic scandal at UC Irvine. His father, he was accused of switching frozen embryos without patient consent. Well, yeah, I know fracture, but still, it's like it's a safe answer. You know what I mean? It's like even considering your political affiliation, it's like okay, you know, I'm just not gonna. I just don't want to answer that. I think that's fair. But yeah, so he was. Huh. While Dr. Balmaceda denied any medical wrongdoing, the investigation resulted in lawsuits and a criminal probe. Why would you switch embryo? Why would you do that? I don't... What is going on? Okay, let's just keep going. Is that it? Also, I don't understand.
My parents are refugees.
I don't understand what that has to do with this clip here.
From Chile.
Okay, amid the investigation, Balmaceda and his family relocated to Chile. Dr. Balmaceda has denied any medical wrongdoing in the matter. Okay.
I myself was a refugee.
Okay, yeah, he was a refugee. That's all true. Seems like that's all true. He was an infant. They fled Chile. They fled to Denmark. Okay, they were enemies of Pinochet.
We fled a dictatorship.
Fled a dictatorship, okay. Okay, I see. So they're saying that they were refugees not because they were enemies of the state, but because of all the criminal charges and lawsuits.
I was privileged enough to grow up in the U.S. and I'm not informed enough. I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
Huh. Okay. Oh, that's something. Huh. Yeah, so it sounds like his dad's just a not well. Maybe that explains why Pedro Pascal is so weird. Sergey Julian Lefay, the guy that made the Elder Scrolls games, just passed away. Really? Let's look this up. Julian Lefay. Oh, he passed away 2 days ago, it looks like. Jeez. Alright, well, let's see here. Todd Howard joins fans mourning the driving force in the creation of the Elder Scrolls and foundations of Bethesda's game studio. Without Julian, we would not be here today. His work and spirit will live on both in our memories and in our games. Okay. So, yeah, Bethesda lead Todd Howard paid tribute to the father of Elder Scrolls, Julian Lefay, upon news of his death. Yeah. Jeez, Sergey. Yeah, I did not know about that. Coming fantasy RPG, The Wayward Realms. That's a Studio LaFay setup. Okay, let me look into this. I'm interested. Yeah, We're gonna need 16 times the detail. We're gonna need 5 times the size of Fallout 4. Oh, this is interesting.
To the archipelago, a land ma- Welcome to the archipelago, a landmass of over 100 islands, steeped in political intrigue, forgotten magic, and
All right, I'm not sitting through all 3
we
minutes of
have
this.
come to the town of Melhelm, at the behest of Lady Ravensworth, stepmother.
Okay, so this is a
Stealth.
fantasy RPG. Very interesting. Well, if you're into the old style fantasy RPG, that might be something interesting to look into. Yeah, I might stick that on my wish list. Yeah, I mean, either Sergey. Okay, Wingus. They're making a spiritual successor to Daggerfall. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Now, I'm not really a big like high fantasy guy myself. Yeah, medieval fantasy. I'm not really big on that. I'm more into like the, contemporary sci-fi kind of thing. But yeah, the gameplay style looks fun though. So who knows? Interesting. This game uses a large language model, so an AI text model, to help parse out in-game player character data, to customize quest objectives, and reword handwritten dialogue to fit that particular player character's playthrough. That's kind of cool, honestly. I think that's actually pretty cool. So the LLM is going to be used to help like customize some things in the game. That's pretty neat. Okay, so so they knew LaFay was gonna pass away. So last week, Once Lost Games confirmed that LaFay would be stepping away from the studio to live his final moments surrounded by his loved ones. Today, the studio said he passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. So, yeah, exactly. Jerry personalized the experience. He touched the lives of millions of players worldwide. Inspired countless. Okay, yeah. So, okay, that's pretty much the whole article. Well, that's another one, I guess. I don't know if this counts for Rule of Threes, though, because he's not like a Hollywood celebrity. No, go away. I don't know if they'll go full AI for the narration, Jerry, because it seems like they're saying it'll just be like character data. So my guess is it's just going to be reword dialogue rather than... Oh, you're right. Reword handwritten dialogue. Yeah, but I wonder if that'll be voice acted, because they're not saying anything about AI generated voice. They're only talking about LLMs here. So either it means there's not going to be voice acting, or it means whatever they're doing isn't going to be voice acted. But yeah, the idea is to have it be a dungeon master for you. Okay, yeah, if you're going like I guess if this is kind of like a D&D type of game. Yeah, I mean this is an action RPG though, isn't it? It's not it's not turn based. It doesn't look turn based. Yeah, it doesn't say like turn based or anything in here. So as far as how the quests and stuff work in the background, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Parse out user data. Yeah. Yeah, well, so it's just going to be like the stuff you've done in the game, Jerry, I think. But, yeah, so that is our that is our React slot for today, I guess. A little more than I expected. But let's just jump into. Oh, wait, let me just put this back on screen for you for a second while I fire up the game here. Enjoy the face. Enjoy the face, chat. We know you love the face. Enjoy the face. Everywhere you go, you see his face. So I'm gonna fire up the game here. And this is a really good game. I was a huge fan of it. Let me see if I can get it to run without too much issue.
Samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the
This is just how the game starts.
where my evil is law. Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku.
There we go. Yeah, so this game is weird. It does, if you go into windowed mode, at least for me, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. And it doesn't give me the so it doesn't let me change the resolution for some reason. So bizarrely I can resize the game manually. So that's what I had to do just now. So that's what you're saying. By the way, you see that little interaction reminder? Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Apparently YouTube really cares about that now. So if you hit like, I'd appreciate that. That would help the algorithm and all that. But, yeah. By the way, what do you think of that little interaction reminder? It's cool, right? You'd be surprised how much work it takes to do something like that in OBS. Yeah, so Samurai Jack Battle Through Time. This game came out in 2020 after the show's season 5 finished airing. Yeah, exactly, Sergey. It was awesome. It was a great cartoon. So yeah, I played this way back in 2020. So this game came out a little after the series had ended, and it takes place right in the middle of the final episode during the final battle. And there's something nice about this game where if you collect all the collectibles, I think you have to do it in I don't think you can do it all in one go. You have to go back and replay the levels to do it. But if you collect all the collectibles, the game will reward you with an alternate ending. Because if you remember, the show ended on kind of a bittersweet note where Ashi, the love interest, disappeared. So the game gives you an alternate ending that's a little bit nicer. Wait, not missions. Select stage. There we go. Whose Mines? Yeah, that's fine. And let's do this. Yeah, so it literally starts with a cutscene from the show.
Is he dead?
No, and he never will be.
How dare you talk back to your father?
No, you're not my father.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I always liked how they made Aku kind of, even though he's supposed to be this great evil, they always made him kind of silly.
What?
Ashi, you have Aku's powers.
I do.
Oh, Fractured, you absolutely should watch the entire show. Seasons 1 through 4 do have a lot of filler.
Oh no.
Because, you know, it was originally meant to just be like a normal show. But then Season 5, which they specifically made to give the show an actual ending, Season 5 is really amazing. So yeah, it's worth it. It's very much worth it.
Jack! Jack!
This place. Aku's mines. I'm back in the past. But not where I should be. Ashi. Ashi!
Help! Help!
Yeah, so basically the premise of the game is that it's
Rothjack,
kind of
but I saved you in the future.
running through a lot of the bigger events of the show. So that's why it's called Battle Through Time, is that it's sending you back through a bunch of stuff that happened in the show. And this game really, really feels very like gold. This feels very much like the kind of games that we used to have back in like the 2000s. You know, like all of those old, if you remember all the tie-in games that we would get for like all the different shows and stuff. Where am I supposed to go? But yeah, it really gives you that like old school cartoon game feel. But they actually had a budget. They put a lot of care into it. So really fun to play too. Like the gameplay is pretty satisfying, especially once you get, you know, with certain swords. Now, the one thing that is unfortunate is that this game, for whatever reason, was delisted on Steam. So you can't buy it on Steam, but for some reason you can buy it on Epic. I don't even know if the original developer still exists, so, you know, it's probably fine to, let's just say, to look for alternative methods to acquire the game. Yeah, I was thinking it was some kind of rights issue, but the fact that it's still on Epic makes me wonder how that, you know, how that would work. Because if it's a rights issue, it would have been delisted everywhere, not just Steam. That is so satisfying, cutting down these spider robots. Feels so good. By the way, since it sounds like a lot of you guys aren't familiar with Samurai Jack, Samurai Jack, so the guy who voiced Samurai Jack is Phil Lamar, and you might know him from... He's done a bunch of stuff. He is the voice of the John Stewart Green Lantern in the old Justice League cartoon. And I think he also voiced Static in Static Shock. Oh yeah, a lot of the lines aren't voiced. Jack, thank you for your help. Rothschild, what is happening? Yeah, exactly. Jerry, he's vamping at Metal Gear Solid. He actually had a cameo in Spider-Man 2, the movie, where he is one of the guys on the train that Spider-Man stops when Doc Ock tries to send it. I think it was gonna, drive off a bridge or whatever. Anyway, when Spider-Man stops that train, he is, the famous train scene. He's in that scene. Well, I don't really know it all. I must go back and find Ashi. Did you see a portal anywhere? I have not seen it. Oh, but I did see the Scotsman in the swamp just ahead. The Scotsman is there. Perhaps he knows something more. And do watch out, old boy. He looked a bit strange. Yay, hot water.
Be careful, old boy.
Alright, it's just... Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ashi, his girlfriend, who is the daughter of Aku, she is voiced by Tara Strong, who you probably know as either Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents, Harley Quinn in the later Arkham games. You know, she's been in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, but they really put a lot of love into this game. Like, it's really obvious that they were, the developers are Samurai Jack fans. By the way, chat, you can, I forget how, but you can have Jack shooting guns in this game. I never used the, I never really used most of the secondary weapons just because, like, ammo and weapon durability and all that. But, yeah. Yeah, for some reason they can do all that. I think it's mostly just because it's mostly just because of that last season where he can, because in the last season he, like, you know, gets that different costume and all that. Let's see, settings, gameplay. Yeah, so I don't know why it doesn't let me do it now, but you can change the outfit to the Season 5 outfit, where he's actually, like, riding a motorcycle and shooting guns and all that. But I mean, the base sword is a lot of fun. So. Yeah. Yeah, Sergey, I mean, that is kind of what Season 5 is he kind of loses his...
Good.
There we go. Let's use our fists. Yeah, that's kind of what Season 5 is he kind of loses his, samurai mojo, and because he's been stuck there for 50 years, stuck in the future, and so he starts going all wacky. And I always love it when games let you like break like barrels and crates and stuff. That's always a nice touch. Yeah, there's some of that. There's some of the Old Man Logan type stuff in Season 5. Alright, I guess it's time to use... Yeah, the durability is what sucks in this game, really. Oh, you're heading out, Sergey? See ya. Thanks for coming by, man. Oh. What's the... We go what the control layout was. Okay, right trigger. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh. Oh, I got you, Sergey. Jeez. You were just making a joke. You were just making a pun. Hey, it's the samurai.
Check it, Jack.
I have a bad feeling about this. That feeling tells me you better buy something quick. Yeah, I do wish that they had actually gotten, that's not what I wanted. Well, Sergey, he is of a certain, ethnic persuasion. to go? Kind of hidden back here, but... Oh, maybe this way. Yeah, Sergey. Jack is a Japanese prince. Like, his father is, I think, the Emperor of Japan.
Old friend? What are you doing here?
Waiting to tear you limb from limb, that's what I'm doing, you gill-hoot ninny.
Wait, my friend.
Nah, I'm done waiting, you wee laddie.
Right, chat. We gotta fight Count Dankula. This is one of those games where the boss battles are like way different from the main gameplay. Just in terms of like the difficulty and something required. Yeah, Sergey, the Powerpuff Girl, their dad, Professor Utonium, does look a lot like Samurai Jack. Maybe he's like a long lost descendant. Did you ever see the Powerpuff Girls reboot, Sergey?
Laddie? Wee laddie! What in Sam Hoot Willie are you
Hey, now Dankula's happy to see us.
for these great big sore eyes, huh? Ah, come here, you.
It's Count Dankula on YouTube. Everyone should subscribe.
My friend. But I am not sure what you are doing here. This cannot be the past. Something does not feel right.
Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls reboot was made without the original creator of the show. And yeah, I heard it was really... I didn't really watch it, but I heard it was extremely bad. Unlike Samurai Jack, where the final season, they specifically brought back the original creator. But there is an episode of the Powerpuff Girls reboot where one of the writers of the show... he made a self-insert of himself, and he made himself, what was the red one? Blossom, I think? He made himself Blossom's boyfriend. Yeah, it's a little disturbing.
I do not understand this. Where am I?
Little samurai.
Aku!
You thought you could return to the past and destroy me? I have cast you down into a place with no future or past. A place between time.
Between time?
Here, things you know or think you know may not be what they seem. And I control your fate! And the only hope of escape is through your death!
Sounds like the type to attend a Diddy party. Yeah, if he, Sergey, if he were a bigger person, yeah, probably would be.
Aku! Aku!
Wait, fun fact about Aku. His original voice actor, Mako, was also the voice of Uncle Iroh in Avatar The Last Airbender. And interestingly enough, after Mako passed away, his replacement in Samurai Jack was a guy named Greg Baldwin, and that guy also replaced Mako in Avatar The Last Airbender, I think. It's this guy again.
Dear chap.
Jack, watch out for the Celtic demon's arm laser. I must attack them before they can shoot. Why don't you try using a weapon with greater reach than the sword, like this? That is a good idea.
Do be careful, old boy.
I do hope it helps you in your journey. Damn. There we go. Hey, Scotsman.
Better be watching out, laddie.
Jack, no, long time no see. Scotsman, is that evil demon nearby? Aku's magic is coming from the mountains behind the castle. Then nothing will stop me from breaking through to the castle. Go in safety. I must go find my daughters and take this. There's something back here. I always get worried when I'm going the wrong way in a game. It's like there are two ways I can go. I don't know which one I'm supposed to go. Yeah, see, this is taking me pretty far out. Then if I go to the door I just opened...
Dear chap.
Door appears to be protected by Aku's evil curse. There should be a statue of Aku somewhere near that controls the door. If you destroy the statue, the door is no longer cursed and will open. And take this. I love this. This is one of my favorite types of gameplay, is when you're just like surrounded by bad guys and you're just mowing them down. So where's this statue? Oh, okay. I didn't even see that thing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. Let's go back and open that door, chat. Samurai Jack. It's what I do. I break pots. Oh, it's one of the Scotsman's daughters. Jack, Dad wanted me to make sure you got this.
We're ready.
Well then, goodbye. See you again soon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Fractured. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to play Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, because there is actually a line that I think is a reference to that, where Spider-Man goes, it's in the Craven level, where Spider-Man goes, I'm Spider-Man, it's what I do, I break pots. Yeah. Yeah, it's the one voiced by Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah, kinda, Sergey. Oh man, it's that classic type of level you got in those old types of games. I forgot that the Craven movie even came out. Yeah, Shattered Dimensions was not an open world game, Fractured, so that's probably why you don't remember it. Shattered Dimensions wasn't bad though, but I still think Edge of Time was the better game. It had a much more interesting plot.
Yo, Sensei.
Yo, Jack, you want to look sharp, feel solid? Badass and you'll cut fools with a glance, feel solid as a rock, baby. Yeah, I'm probably fine. Hey, Neo, good to see you, man. What about Web of Shadows? Yeah, Web of Shadows, the voice acting was very Web of Shadows has such great gameplay, and it suffers from bad writing and bad voice acting. Because Yeah, Fracture. So Edge of Time was the regular Spider-Man and then 2099. But then they took the two voice actors that didn't voice those two characters in Shattered Dimensions and had them do the voices in Edge of Time. And they were the better voice actors, in my opinion. I love Chris Barnes as Spider-Man because he's the one from the 90s animated series. And he does 2099 in Edge of Time, and he does Noir in Shattered Dimensions. He is so good. So good in that role. Yeah, so Mike Vaughn is the name of the voice actor in Web of Shadows. He was really, really whiny in that game. The dialogue didn't help. They wrote Spider-Man as like very whiny. Even in the black suit, he's kind of whiny. And yeah, also they made Black Widow really ugly in that game. I don't know why. Black Cat looks... That is the best Black Cat design in a game, in my opinion, but... Yeah, Black Widow they made look ugly.
Jack, I saw a large shadowy figure head to the top of the mountain.
That might be a coup. I have to go.
Be careful, Jack. And please, take this.
Yeah, Fractured, it is such a great show. Oh, this is so satisfying. Chat, this is so satisfying. No, Sergey, she wasn't mid. She was straight up ugly in that game. Which is insane because, I mean, Mary Jane... Like, Mary Jane was mid in that game. She was the mediocre looking one, which is crazy because she's supposed to be a supermodel. But... And then Black Cat looks absolutely fantastic. I don't know, maybe they were afraid people would confuse Black Widow and Mary Jane? Felt so good. That felt so good. It's these guys. Weird, furry, cowboy ranger aliens. Yes, this game rides heavily on nostalgia, but I mean, when they released it, it made perfect sense. I see you get guns in this game, which is... I mean, I know he uses them in the last season, but... Oh, it's delisted on Xbox as well? Yeah. Yeah, so for some reason, you can only get it on the Epic Games Store. I don't know why it's still on the Epic Games Store. It doesn't really make any sense. Because, like, if it were a rights issue, wouldn't they delist it everywhere, you know? Can I get over there? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, and this game has a double jump. You don't see that anymore. But yeah, the like in my opinion, the best, like the really best killer thing about this game is the alternate ending that it gives you if you get all the collectibles. And I already did that like the first time I played, so. Well, yeah, Neo, but I'm talking about like, you know, third-person action games, because Metroidvanias are usually like 2D side scrollers, right? Yeah, yeah. So it's like in this style of game, how often do you see the double jump? Nice, Sergey. I hope you like it. Yeah, Neo, I think a 3D Metroidvania style game would probably be more up my alley. You know, like I know Arkham Asylum is sometimes described as Metroidvania-like, and I think that that was pretty good the way they handled that. Because I like this is the style of gameplay I really like. You know, just running around and hack and slashing everything. Or, you know, Arkham's case, beating up everyone. Yeah, no, Neo, the later Arkham games are definitely not Metroidvanias because you don't really unlock areas and go back to them. You just sort of move around everywhere. It's very much just an open world game at that point. No, I haven't played any of the Metroid Prime. I don't have, so I don't have a Switch or anything. I think some of the older ones are on GameCube, right? Can I not get up there? No? Fine. Oh, okay, maybe I circle back around. Oh, it's the Samurai. From blankets to bazookas, baby! The Samurai shop has it going on. Oh, here we go. What the? That is the weirdest bug ever. Did you see that? It just like flew up in the air somehow.
Good.
It was amazing. It was amazing. We'll buy some more throwables from the Samurai.
Yo, Sensei!
So you know what? I wonder if the Shuriken would be a little more fun. So the Shuriken is like the classic one. Well, okay, no. Kaiken has a higher... Huh. Kaiken has a higher attack. Alright, whatever. Thought I was going somewhere earlier, and I was like... And then I just forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, like, this is my favorite style. Yeah, like, I just love this kind of gameplay where you're just following enemies down. I think the Japanese term for it is like musu or something like that. But that might be like a very specific type of game. Yeah, so Neo, I've heard of the Savage Planet games. Yeah, Muso. I think there's an extra U at the end of it, Neo. No, I've been meaning to at some point. I think I forget if I own some of them. I've been meaning to check out the Dynasty Warrior games at some point. Nice. Well, as long as they're not like overly difficult like Ninja Gaiden was, because that I did not enjoy in my time with Ninja Gaiden. Samurai Warrior Empire games were great. I haven't heard of Samurai Warrior Empire. I might have to check those out. Yeah, I might have to look into Journey to the Savage Planet. Neo, so is Journey to the Savage Planet, is that... Like, I know it's kind of a, I know it's like a humor, it's a game with like a lot of humor to it. But I have to ask, is it like funny, like genuinely decent humor? Or is it like, you know, the Rick and Morty Reddit Quirk Chungus kind of humor? Oh, okay, Fractured. That's interesting. It's part of Dynasty Warriors. That was so satisfying.
Aku! I will escape from this place and return to the past to destroy you once and for all.
Every time you break one of those medallion things. They're like Sonichu medallions, really. You put them on and you're cursed by Aku instead of Chris. But, yeah, it's 4:30. Yeah, Neo, I did play Ninja Gaiden. I played Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1 on Steam, and then I did play Ninja Gaiden Black 2. Thing is, I didn't really know too much about what Ninja Gaiden was like going in, so I went in expecting something a little different, and it turned out to just be like very, very difficult hack and slash kind of thing. I do like the characters and things. I mean, I would have loved if there were more of like a... If they, I don't know, made like a spin-off or something and it were some kind of like Ninja Gaiden ARPG. Same like general style of gameplay, like style of combat, I should say. Maybe less focused on difficulty. But, you know, like the same kind of action hack and slash combat. But then maybe make it like party based or something. So you have like, you know, you're running around as Ryu, but then you have your, you have all the hot girls running around with you in your party. You know, I think that would be a lot of fun, in my opinion. I haven't seen Rick and Morty, so I can't say like the humor in the game. I didn't think it was good. All right, yeah, then I might check that out. Yeah. yeah, those kinds of games click with some people, but for me, I don't know. For me, it's just like the amount of time I have to play games is just so limited these days that, you know, it's just like, if a game is too difficult, I just don't want to spend all that time playing it, because I end up not having as much fun if I'm just trying to like grind through it. You do get to play some of the girls in Ninja Gaiden 3 Rage of Edge. Yeah, well, you play as some of the girls in all the Ninja Gaiden games, but what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to play as the girls, I want to have them as, like, sidekicks, if that makes more sense. So, like, I'm still Ryu, but, like, I got all these hot girls fighting alongside me, you know what I mean? Kind of like in a lot of, like, ARPGs, where... So, like, Final Fantasy... Yeah, like the Final Fantasy 7 remakes, you know, say what you want about them. But you get to be a cool dude, with a bunch of hot girls next to you. And Barrett. Or like Tales of Arise, another one I liked. You get to play as Alphen, but I mean you can play as any of them, but you get to play as Alphen, and you get all the other characters next to you. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that Ryu was the only character originally in Ninja Gaiden. But yeah, exactly, Neil. Yeah, party members make it fun. Yeah, they added Rachel as playable in Sigma, and then was it Rachel, Momiji, and Ayane were all playable in 2, or at least 2 Black anyway. But yeah, so. But the thing is, all the girls are the girls are nice to look at, but I don't want to look at. I don't even like playing as them because you're just looking at them from behind, and I want to look at them from the front. But their gameplay also sucks compared to Ryu, because like Ryu has all the weapons and all the moves, and they're like very, very limited. Ninja Gaiden African American. Yeah, that's if you Sergey, that's if you put the samurai into Ninja Gaiden, maybe. But yeah. All right, so it is 4:30, and I did say it has to be a short stream because I do have to be somewhere later today. So I do hope you guys had a great time with Afro Samurai. I'm sure there's a reference I'm not getting, Sergey. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed Samurai Jack. I might play this again because I really like this game, and I really like Samurai Jack. We'll see. Yeah, we might give this game like a proper couple hours. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the Pedro Pascal rabbit hole. And yeah, thank you all for coming. Yeah, Jerry, thank you for being here, Jerry. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh yeah, me too, Jerry. I watched lots of Cartoon Network. I was probably more of a Nickelodeon kid, but yeah, that was Cartoon Network was also still pretty great back then. That's where they aired Justice League. But yeah, so anyway, thank you, chat, for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the Pedro Pascal rabbit hole. I will try and upload that as a clip. See you, Fractured. Thank you. And I will catch you all later. With that,